So I'm going to start doing my makeup now. So to begin, you got to prime your skin. I always put moisturiser on first. This makes such a difference. If you've got any dry skin, this can show up with your foundation and it just doesn't look very nice. So I'm going to use this cream. Like, look how much difference that makes to your skin. Like, it's so dewy and moisturised, it's lovely. I also use a bit of lip salve on my lips. So I'll be using this one, the Burt's Bees lip salve. I'll be putting a primer on. I like this one, Milk Hydro Grip Primer. This is literally like glue and it sticks into your pores, so it like your makeup will sit so nicely on top of it. I just used 2 squirts. When I first got this, I made the mistake of putting it everywhere and like it stuck all into my eyebrows, literally like glue, and it just looked weird. Like it made my foundation look really strange. So since then I've learnt to use it just on the bits where you really need it. So like on your chin, around your mouth, in the middle of your forehead, and under your eyes and nose. And then you can put just the excess at the sides and avoid the eyebrows. This is also very hydrating. And people are scared to make their skin really hydrated before they put foundation on because they think it's going to make it look really greasy, but once you got your setting powder on and everything, it doesn't look greasy at all. It just looks really like you've got really good skin. Next, I'm going to carve out my eyebrows. And to do that, I'm going to use this Candid by Revlon in the shade 022. And blend it with my beauty blender. And I've got a mini beauty blender for my eyelids. Then I prime my eyelids with Tarte Shape Tape. This is in the colour Light. It's a bit too light for above my eyebrows. It looks a bit strange, but it's the lighter the better on top of your eyelids. It'll look weird when you first put it on, but once you get your eyeshadow on, it makes the colours pop better. And I'll put a little bit under my eyes as well. Stunning. And my beauty blender, I use the corner of this bit so you can get right into the nitty gritty bits. Alright, under the eye. I also just put a little bit on my nose at the top and here, and a little bit in the middle of my eyebrows. For foundation, I'm going to be using Clinique Beyond Perfecting. This is a foundation and a concealer, and it is in the shade number 2 Alabaster. And this is honestly one of the best foundations I've ever used alongside the NARS foundation. I used to use that a lot. It's this one, NARS Sheer Glow. And that's probably my second best one. So I just cover my face in that. I like a really good coverage, especially when I'm going out, because it just makes you feel, I don't know, more confident. And a good trick is go below your neck as well, so you don't get that horrible line. Even if your foundation matches your skin colour, you still get a bit of a line because it's not natural skin. And then blend. You've got to find a foundation that's good for your skin and what look you like. Sort of make these areas not glowy, because then like that's not where you're naturally glowy. So that starts to make it look more like normal skin. So the next step is to contour, and I use cream contour first. I use the NYX Wonder Stick in the shade, I think this is the Universal one. Yeah, Universal. I don't ever usually use the other side, which I think is a concealer or a shimmer, but I use this. I prefer a bit of a sweetheart shaped face, and I've got a long face. Sometimes I contour my nose. I'm just going to do a little bit today, just under, and a little bit on my lips. And you just blend with your beauty blender again. Just gently dab. So next step is a bit of setting. I'm going to use All Nighter by Urban Decay. It makes your skin look like butter. It's really nice. I'm just going to use an eyeshadow brush. This is Spectrum CO5. Just a nice, soft, fluffy eyeshadow brush. And then I'm going to set on top of my eyelids. And this will help the eyeshadow to go on better as well. And set just a bit under here and right under your eyes, because this is waterproof. If your eyes water a little bit, it just helps keep it on a bit more. Bit of setting powder on the sides of your nose, and this just does a little bit of contour for you. And a little bit here, because my smile lines sometimes crease my foundation. Another trick you can do for contouring is to put setting powder under here. I'm going to put a little bit of this under there, but really it's best to use like loose setting powder for that. I use the Can't Stop Won't Stop NYX setting powder in the shade light to medium. But for this look I'm just going to use my Urban Decay one. Just anywhere where you don't really want it to be shiny. The next step is a bit of bronzer. I'm going to use the Urban Decay Beach Bronzer in the shade Bronzed. I think it's just Bronzed. I'm going to use this brush, Ollie and Olivia flared brush. I think I got it from TK Maxx actually. TK Maxx do a lot of very good makeup brushes. So I just bronze like here, make my face look a bit more shorter, I guess. The next thing I'm going to do, the last step I do for contouring and bronzing, is I use the Hourglass. This is, I don't know if this is still out, but it's like a set. They do the similar to this all the time. They bring new ones out. This one's Ambient, the palette's called. It's got finishing powder in it, a bronzer, a blush, another blush, and a strobe powder. I'm going to be using the bronzer, which is Surreal Bronzed Light. And I want to get a big one of these soon. They're quite expensive, but they're definitely worth it. And then the next thing I do is I use a bit of the blushes. So now for the eyebrows. So what I do is I use the Brow Contour Pro. I use the lighter shade to sort of line out my eyebrows. I sort of do it like strokes so that you keep with a sort of natural look. I use the deeper shade for the arch of the eyebrow and the tail of the eyebrow. Then once I've got them looking how I want them to look, I use the 24-hour brow setter by Benefit. So use the long end to brush through your brows, and then the end to put a bit extra, and then the shorter end to just get it how you want it to, your eyebrows to go. Do it on your other eye as well. A little bit above the eye again. I use this brush. This is NYX brush. It looks like this. I just blend because you want this look to look really just smoky and relaxed, because you want your lips to do the talking because it's a bright red lip. So you blend it all the way into the crease and the outer corner. When you've got it the way you want it, all nice and blended, then we go in for the glitter. So, means it's New Year's Eve, we're going to use a lot of glitter. I'm going to use this colour mainly, and I'm going to use my finger to apply it. I'm going to put that all over my lid. So the inner corner and into the middle. Don't go to the end really. And use a little bit of a darker colour. I'm going to use this one in the very corner here. And then just a tiny little bit of this really light shimmer right in the middle. And a tiny little bit in the corners of your eye. The really light colour. Just to make your eyes really stand out, I'm going to do like a bit of a shadow liner using this. This is by Smashbox. This is the Angle Brow Brush, but I'm just going to use it. This shade here, which is Volcano, just to do a bit of an eyeliner. And the good thing about eyeshadow eyeliner is it doesn't have to be perfect. So once you've done that, just blend again. So the next step is just to straighten this all out. So all you need to do, get a bit of concealer. I'm going to use this one, the Candid Revlon. Just do a little line underneath. Use your beauty blender. And because this is a really smoky look, your eyes aren't going to look exactly the same. But just make sure they look even. Next I'm going to use my NYX brush in the number 15. It's just a nice stubby little brush. And this is just to put a bit of eyeshadow under your eye. So I'm going to go in with the lighter brown shade. I think it's Volcano. And just put that all under my eye. And then just a tiny bit of the darker shade, which was Igneous. And just put that right in the corner. A little bit of the shimmery shade, the light shimmery shade, which was Ice Gold. And put that in the centre. I'm going to use my Too Faced Better Than Sex waterproof mascara just on my bottom lashes because I have eyelash extensions. Next I'm going to use these little gems to put above underneath my eyebrows, and this glitter glue by NYX. So I'm just going to put the glitter glue where I want the gems to go. So I'm going to put one at the corner at the bottom of my eyebrow, one in the middle, one underneath the arch, and one at the end of my eyebrow. And then same on the other side. I'm going to use this pencil. I think I just got this from Amazon. And just pick up the gem and put it where you put the glue. It's so simple but so effective. Like, that's so pretty. Once the glue dries as well, it'll be plain, it won't show up. So next I'm going to prime my lips with the NYX lip primer. And the lipstick I'm going to use is the Huda Beauty liquid matte lipstick in the colour Cheerleader. And I just use the applicator it comes with. Start in the centre and then work your way out. So I tend to follow the line of my natural lips, but also add bits where I feel like I need to add it. So that's the lipstick. If you wanted, you could add a bit of lip gloss to make it a bit shiny. You could either have it like this, matte, or you could add like a lip gloss like this, Huda Beauty Lip Strobe. Sometimes I just add a little bit of that in the centre. Or you can have how it was before, which was matte. The next bit is highlighter. I use the Anastasia Beverly Hills Glow Kit in the shade Sun Dipped. This is my go-to. I always use this for highlight. I've not found a better highlight since. So I'm going to go in. I want to have a bit more of a warmer look because it's New Year's Eve, it's winter. So I'm going to use the Moonstone shade. I'm just going to put that above my cheekbones and on the other cheek. So the same, so just before your eye line here. So like if you were looking face on, where your eye colour begins, sort of go to there, but go downwards, but not too low. You want to do it where the light would naturally hit your face. And then I do a little bit above the eyebrow. Same on the other side. A detailed brush. It's from the Body Shop. It says it's number N83E, and their makeup brush is absolutely amazing as well. They're so soft. Just use like a detailed brush that's soft, but you can like blend with it as well. And just put a little bit on your chin and on the bridge of your nose. And I'll use a little bit of Summer, just right at the very tip of my nose and in the corner of my eyes. To set it, I use the Glow Setting Spray, Glam Glow. I just spray it all over my face with my eyes shut. And it smells like vanilla cupcakes or something. This is the makeup look that you requested. I've changed it a little bit to link it more to New Year's Eve than to Christmas. So I've jazzed it up, I've put some diamonds to make it a bit more sparkly, a bit more New Year's Eve-y. Any questions, comment below, like it, share it, and tell me what you like. If there's bits I missed that you'd want to know a bit more about how to do. Thank you for watching.